Hey guys, Andrew Rubik's here, and today I'm coming back at you with another TMC or the Minifig Co. haul. And you might be wondering, there's only two figures in front of you, MW, where's the rest? Well, why don't I answer that for you? Here are the rest of the figures. I thought that this would be dramatic, so, hopefully it is. Don't know how dramatic it looks on your end, but hopefully it's at least a little bit dramatic. And finally, we have the last one. There we go. So, as you guys can clearly see, this is my MARPAT Marine haul. Or should I say this is my Desert MARPAT Marine haul. And if I scoot out of the way, the many dozens that you guys just saw, these are the two figures that I got. So in essence, TMC released or restocked these two variants of the Desert MARPAT Marine. Specifically, it is a fast mag version that you can see right now on the screen. And they also restocked this version, which is what they call the Rifleman, but essentially is a closed pouch version of, the fast mags. So this is a great figure that I've been waiting a really long time to get my hands on. If you guys remember, I believe that this figure first came out as a TMC Week 2 item. Someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong. As you guys may know, I only really recently started collecting TMC. Not even at the beginning of fall last year did I even know that TMC was a company. And I really started collecting after the TMC week happened. So because of that, I wasn't able to get anything like this. Because of that, as I said, I wasn't able to get anything like this, and I'm very pleased that I was finally able to pick up some of these modern figures. So all in all, I got 12 of these guys of the Fast Mag version, and then I got 24 of the Rifleman version. However, TMC only sent me 34 figures total. They sent me the 12 of this guy, and then I believe that they sent me 22 of this guy. So, as I may have mentioned in a previous video, I was also missing a figure from my MARSOC order, so I went ahead and reached out to them with questions regarding, getting replacements for essentially these three figures that were missing between the two orders. So hopefully they get back to me on that. They do have a new support email if you guys do have any qualms, issues, or concerns with your orders. I believe it's helpdesk@theminifigco.com. So I think that that's a little bit different from their older one. I don't quite remember what the older one is, so don't quote me on this. But if you guys have concerns, you can reach out to that. I don't know how fast I'll get a response or if I'll get a response, but that is the help desk email. So go ahead and reach out to that. But anyways, these are some awesome figures. I think one of the biggest things with these guys is that they have those 360-degree printed arms, which really make them pop, right? I think that these arms right here are really awesome and add to a level of detail that, was really unattainable with those previous 180 arms. And honestly, when you have these 360-degree arms in front of you, the 180-degree arms are quite ugly and look almost like unfinished. So I was very tempted in the past, should I say, to get some of these guys in their old variation, that is to say, in their 180-degree arm version, but I was always concerned that TMC would come out with a updated and 360-degree arm version, which of course they did, as you can see in front of you, so I'm glad that I held off for a little while. But anyways, just looking at this figure, you can clearly see it has the marine pouch on the top, and then it has the magazines on this guy exposed in the fast mag version. And then here for the closed mag version, or for the Rifleman version, the closed pouch version, should I say, clearly the pouches are closed. Now, continuing on the figure, again, as I said, it has those 360-degree printed arms. And then when we look at the back, you can clearly see the radios. I believe that the blue tip is the tip of the radio. And then it also has a pack and then some other pouches. Of course, on the bottom, it has the TMC printed logo in the leg. And then on the sides, the Fast Mag version has some additional mags, as you can see. And then if we look at the side of the closed pouch version, he just has some other pockets. I guess that we should look at the other side as well. And as you can see, this the Fast Mag version has a larger pouch. It looks like actually they both have this larger pouch on that side as well. So as you can see, there is some significant variation in the artwork, so that, it's not all the same. I think that this is what's TMC essentially does best, is that they create variations that are actually true variations. Like, they actually genuinely look like different loadouts from each other. You could see that on the left side of these torsos, there were different aspects to them. So I think that that's really a nice touch, and it helps to use them to build an army better, because it doesn't look so much like you're just copying and pasting the figures. As I said, I had many, many, many more of these versions that are all the same with all the same head. So I will need to get a lot more heads to switch them out with. As you guys may or may not know, one of my big issues is that I order a lot of bodies, I order a lot of full figures, but I don't order a lot of heads to go along with them. So actually, I probably have upwards of 500 TMC figures or bodies that do not have a proper head for them, or that have a head that is repetitive to a bunch of other of the same figure that I already have. So I will at one point need to make a big order for heads. I just have never gotten around to it. Of course, the other feature of this figure is this pad, I believe pad printed helmet, as you can see with that desert MARPAT camo, which looks really nice, and then the simulated night vision mount, I believe. And then of course, on the front, he has the modern chin strap head. I think that the only thing that could have improved these figures for me would have been if TMC continued what they did in the TMC Week version, and that was including random heads of a various selection. I think it was like 4 or 5 in the TMC Week version, so that you weren't stuck with literally 30 of the same head. So of course, I bought essentially a full platoon of Marines, and now I'm going to have 36 of these guys' heads of this same head. So that's not really tenable for me to keep. I could probably keep, I don't know, maybe 12 to 16 of them with this same head and just say that, they look very similar. But I do think that I'm going to need to switch out quite a few of them, which of course is always unfortunate. I wish that companies did more variation in heads, and I feel like TMC used to do that more. And I feel like recently they've been erring more on the side of keeping one head for each figure, which I think, of course, would streamline their process and make it easier for them to push out products more consistently and more efficiently. But I do think that it's a little bit of a detraction for the consumer, since we don't get the variation that is so great and is so signature of TMC. Beyond that, I don't really think that there is anything else to add. This is a highly detailed figure from a really good design company. I think that they really put out their product that is very exemplary, and very much so compares to Brickmania and all the other large companies, as I've said in the past. I think really the big thing that TMC needs to work on is the shipping speed. It took quite a while to get these. I know that you probably have seen people on social media, I don't know, maybe on Instagram or other people on YouTube, who have already posted their hauls of this from a little while ago. But I do think that it took almost a month for me to get these from my time of ordering. So that's, in my eyes, that's a little bit too long to have, an order, especially of this magnitude, take literally a month to get from some place in the United States to another place in the United States. That's clearly not a USPS issue, but it's more just a TMC taking off or biting off more than it can chew. But anyways, shipping could be improved. That's the bottom line. Still a good company to buy from, still great products. Other than that, though, I don't think I really have anything else to add. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to all the normal stuff, and I'll catch you next time.